I like to use a metal bowl, and I'm going to place this in the freezer for a few minutes just to cool down along with the mixer attachments here. And the reason for that is because as we have this mixing process, we create heat. And so whipping cream, the fat in the whipping creams prefer and have a better consistency and substance when they are cooler. And so I want to support those fats in the whipping cream because I want my whipping cream to have a nice structure and everything. So that's the reason why I always place my bowl and my mixer attachments into the freezer just for a few minutes, just so they can cool down. So I have some room temperature butter here, and all I'm going to do is take a little bit and place it on each corner of my baking sheet. I place this on here, and it will hold it nicely down. Look at that. Eggs are mostly protein and water, right? They contain fats, minerals, and vitamins as well. But the biggest components are protein and water. And once we pour our eggs into the skillet, into a warm skillet, the protein and water will create a clump of protein. And so since we're not making a frittata where we want one firm structure, we're making an omelet. We're trying to make an omelet that's soft and creamy and light and fluffy and everything. We want to create in our process little swirls, we call them curds, in our skillet. And because then we will have little small protein clusters all over our omelet. And then our omelet will be nice, fluffy and moist and creamy. And that is a great way to achieve that. You always want to use a neutral tasting, high heat cooking oil, like grapeseed oil, for example, is a good option, because olive oil, for example, will actually break down the beneficial components when you heat it up too high. So when I buy my eggs, I always make sure that the top is intact, and then I like to just sort of wiggle them around just to make sure that the bottom is not cracked and sticking to my box. So spread your pine nuts evenly in a skillet, and you can see some of them are already browning. It's going to go really, really fast now, so don't walk away from this because we don't want them to burn. See how thin this dough is? It's like whipping cream, but even thinner, just so you have an idea.